even going to sit down here and pretend like I didn't know this would happen. When I saw Jasmine in that video with Mr. Ibu's wife and Mr. Ibu himself and the rest of his family asking for public help to get him medical treatment, I knew it was going to bring problem because no be Nigeria we dey again. An average Nigerian, when it comes to money, don't play with the person. No. There are voice notes from Mr. Ibu's wife asking Jasmine to give her money from the donation so that she will go and buy a car for herself. She also demanded for iPhone 15. I thought it was a lie. But to my surprise, Mr. Ibu's wife did not deny it. She acknowledged that she asked for a car. But in her defense, she said it's because of the stress of going to the hospital in public bus every day. So she demanded for a car. She asked them to buy her a car from the money that the public donated to take care of Mr. Ibu's health. Recall that when Mr. Ibu asked for help, the wife was in that video, Jasmine was there. In fact, the both of them led that plea for public to help their husband and their father to take care of his health. And then Nigerians came through for them. Nigerians did not come through for them because there is a lot of money in Nigeria. Nigerians did not come through for them because Nigerians have money in abundance. In fact, currently in Nigeria, people are going to bed hungry. There is a lot of hunger in the land. Nigerians squeezed out their money and donated for Mr. Ibu to get a good medical care. But Mr. Ibu's family, his wife and his adopted child are fighting over that money. They are fighting over that donation. I'm not surprised. To be honest with you guys, I'm not surprised at all. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I actually expected it because I know my people, I know in Nigeria again. But then it's very shameful that Mr. Ibu is at the hospital battling for his life. His legs has been amputated as I'm talking to you guys, and his family are at home fighting over donations that were made for him by outsiders. It's such a shame. But then Mr. Ibu's wife, I don't know a woman that loves her husband, and then your husband is at the hospital, and what you are demanding for from the donation that we are made by public to take care of him, you are demanding for a car from that donation. I do not think any sane woman will be thinking of a car when your husband is at the hospital battling for his life. I do not think any loving wife would demand for iPhone 15 that just came out when your husband is battling for his life at the hospital. It's not like your husband have money in abundance. In fact, the money that you are demanding to buy these luxuries from were donated by other people. We are donated by strangers that you do not even know. So what made you think that getting an iPhone and buying car is a priority? Your husband is at the hospital battling for his life, and what you are thinking of is getting a luxury for yourself. Getting car is a luxury. iPhone 15 is a luxury. So this woman is looking for luxury while her husband is battling for his health at the hospital. And these luxuries are not going to be bought by her husband's money because the man doesn't have. The money that this woman was hoping to buy these luxuries from were donated by other people. They were donated by the general public. As for Jasmine, that's the stepdaughter, I do not think that Jasmine's intentions are clear as well, because Jasmine controls these donations according to Mr. Ibu's wife. And then she said that she, the wife, doesn't have an idea of what is going on with the account. She said she wanted to know how the money that were donated are spent, but Jasmine kicked against it. I told you guys that I do not think that Jasmine's intentions were clear, because if her intentions were clear, she would allow Mr. Ibu's wife to see the account statement. Anything that has to do with money always brings misunderstanding. That is why you have to be as transparent as possible. You have to even get a third party involved, because this is a public money that we are talking about. It's not just money that you worked for, or maybe it's money that you made, or your family money. It's a general money. So there should be at least a neutral person, like the third person, that should also have an access to the account to know how the money is being spent. Because like I said before, Nigerians did not donate this money for the family to spend it on luxurious items like phones, cars, or fund their luxury lifestyles. No. Nigerians donated this money because one of their favorite actors is ill, and then he needed their help. That was why Nigerians donated the money. If Jasmine is adopted daughter of Mr. Ibu, how How can the wife accuse Jasmine of invading her home? Jasmine should have given Mr. Ibu's wife access to that account. Not just Mr. Ibu's wife. Another neutral, like somebody that is neutral, supposed to be there as well, like a third party supposed to also have an access to the account, because this is a public donation. It's not money that is from the family. It's a public donation. You don't misuse people's trust. You don't betray the public's trust, because this is how they will keep fighting for these things. And when the public see them spending lavishly or see them buying luxury things, tomorrow if another person asks for help, nobody will give. It will mean that Mr. Ibu's family don't spoil market for other people, which is not okay. So Jasmine should have made this thing more transparent by giving Mr. Ibu's wife access to that account, and also give another neutral person access to the same account. On Jasmine's defense, she said that Mr. Ibu's wife is very extravagant with money, that she doesn't know how to manage money. And for the woman to ask for car and iPhone 15 when her husband is battling for his health at the hospital, it shows that Jasmine may be correct, that Mr. Ibu's wife doesn't know how to control money. She doesn't know how to control herself whenever she sees money. But that is not enough reason to kick her out of the account. She's supposed to be there. That's her husband. In fact, Mr. Ibu's wife is more of a family to Mr. Ibu than Jasmine. Jasmine was not adopted when she was young. She was adopted when she's old. In fact, she has her own family. She has her own mom. Her mom is also a social media influencer. So it's not like Jasmine has been part of Mr. Ibu's family since she was young. No, Jasmine only became part of Mr. Ibu's family after she don't grow finish. So Mr. Ibu's wife should have more access to that account than Jasmine. And Jasmine is making us understand that Mr. Ibu trusts her more than he trusts his wife. That it was Mr. Ibu's idea that the money should be sent to Jasmine's account. This is the question we need to ask ourselves. Why does Mr. Ibu trust Jasmine more than he trusts his wife? According to Jasmine, Mr. Ibu's wife was not there for Mr. Ibu. She was one that was carrying him about, trying to get him on his feet again. Few people that I've seen visited the hospital in Abuja, they took pictures with Mr. Ibu's wife. Meaning that Mr. Ibu's wife has been there for Mr. Ibu. Maybe she was not there before they asked for public support. But right now, Mr. Ibu's wife has been there for the husband since the public support thing. Jasmine should have given that woman, even if the woman doesn't have access to withdraw the money there, but at least she'll be seeing how the money is being spent. That way, it will be more transparent and there will not be any suspicion by any party. But in a case whereby Jasmine did not, she just does things herself. She doesn't even give her account. She doesn't tell her how the money is being spent. What do you expect her to do? Any normal person will start suspecting you now. So it is normal that Mr. Ibu is asking to have access to that account and know what is happening there. She is right to demand that, in my own opinion. But what I do not agree with is the fact that she said she needed a car and iPhone 15. Those things are not necessary. Those things are not, like, they are not priorities right now. The priority should focus on getting Mr. Ibu to be good, getting him to feel well, and getting him back to health, to good health again. Also, I've seen Mr. Ibu with at least 2 cars. When I was working in Lagos, he used to come to our company, and I've seen him. Mr. Ibu was living good. Even this, his wife, she used to come to our company with her own car, a different car from the one that Mr. Ibu comes with. So all these cars, what happened to them? There is no way Mr. Ibu will not have a family car that he uses. I know that he doesn't have money right now to treat himself here, but at least he was driving then. What happened to those cars? There's no way the cars would spoil like that. Everything just spoiled. They don't get money to buy another one all these years. It's not possible. So Mr. Ibu's wife should use their family car if she need a car. The priority should focus on getting Mr. Ibu on his feet again. That is what I have to say. As for Jasmine, you need to give the wife of the man access to the accounts. If she doesn't know how to spend money, then you need to give her account and tell her how the money has been spent, how much has been spent so far, what is going on, what you use them to do. To me, that is just a decent thing to do. What do you guys think? I would love to hear you guys' opinion. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Subscribe, turn on the bell notification, like my Facebook page, and see you in the next one.